Testing, testing, testing mic. Cora, do you want to say something? Hello. I'm testing out this mic for work, so I thought I would make a little sit down video. Cora, and now a word from your favorite sponsor, me. Are you tired of taking out your garbage every other day? Because I am. That's why I compost. I'm just here to try and convince you to compost at home. It's time to take out the compost. You know when you are absorbing content online and you see a really beautiful person, they seem so intelligent, maybe they're recommending a book, right? And you think to yourself, wow, that book sounds really good. They have their life together, they seem like that. And I want my life to be like that. And I think it's gonna start with that book that they're suggesting. People who have a life like that read books like that. And if I get that book, it's gonna put me on that path to becoming like them. The concept of a no buy year is something that I'm not unfamiliar with. In fact, it's always really intrigued me throughout the years. I feel really dedicated more than ever to attempt a no buy year. As a start to this little no buy journey, I decided to home make my face lotion. Hey! Welcome to Tay's Kitchen. I'm clocking into my trad wife shift. After my 9 to 5, I don't know if you know this, but I'm a trad wife and I like make things from scratch, you know, to save my family money and like, you know, not put toxins into their skin and, you know, just provide as a woman. Don't tell the other trad wives that I work though. That's between me and you. I am not cooking today. I'm making face lotion. I'm making specifically the face lotion that I've been buying for the last 5 years since Stevie dropped this. Like, I was one of the first customers. Fun fact, she used to have a video up on YouTube, but she took it down. I wish I saved it. So we're guessing how to make this. Unfortunately, the price went up a lot. This used to be around $78. Now I know what you're thinking. You're giving me that look like $78, girl, what? That would last me and Lucas like 5 to 6 months. So yeah. Actually, let's see, September, October, November, December, January. Yeah, about 5 months. Imagine if I was just purchasing this myself, you know? That would last me probably 10 months. I got all of my ingredients from Mountain Rose Herbs. You can see there. So we've got beeswax, we've got organic olive oil, we got unrefined shea butter, baby, pomegranate seed oil. We are making a small batch though because I've never made this before, and thanks to AI I've been able to find what we think me and chat think the recipe might be. So grab your bowls for the double broil method, and we're gonna be melting some beeswax. It's so hard to cut. 0.5 of this. Really? I'm shocked. 0.5. Perfect. One thing that I learned with working with shea butter is that shea butter tends to cool down quickly, but like it's very crumbly, like so, and it's really good to put it on an ice bath and like really mix, because that allows it to like rapidly cool, and then you won't get like the kind of like the chunky gritty feeling that shea butter can have, because again it dries or it cools down faster than the other oils. I have my other bowl with just like some sink water, and I'm going to throw some ice in it, and then I have it sitting on a what is this called, like an ice pack to help make it cold. Henry, if you're watching this, come get your soda from my house, thank you. Get my pomegranate seed oil and pour it in there. Okay, throw this on, and we're gonna start the cooling process. See, it's kind of already, it's the beeswax, I think. I might need to get a wooden spoon. My body lotion does not cool like this. It's very gradual and takes time. But the thing is I want like a balm consistency. That's what's really what I'm going for. I'm gonna melt it again really quickly because you want to be like stir, stir, stir while it's cooling so it doesn't stick to the thing. I started to make some of my body lotion to show you guys like the ice method. And the reason that I do this is because the shea butter starts to cool down and it gets like chunky again, and I like this method because it starts to create like a balm consistency. Made face lotion. First batch is done. Look at that. It's a little bit harder than Yay for Earth, but that's okay. That's okay. It does spread like Yay for Earth. Haha. I'm gonna test it and see how it goes, but I'm very happy that I made that. It was so much fun. I was able to make like a little mini batch of lotion. This is very buttery. I'm really oily right now because I've been testing it all, but it's very soft. I guess it is kind of balmy. It just doesn't look balmy. I love it. Anyways, that was a lot of fun. This is something that like I don't think we even realize at this point. We are walking advertisements. We can't even help it at this point, because with aesthetics and content creation and influencer culture, like we're always recommending stuff, and therefore we're buying shit all the time. Cora wanted to make sure the mic was on. I'm going to assume you're in a certain type of tax bracket if you're watching this video, because we all can't afford life. It makes sense why everybody is so into underconsumption, anti-consumption, sustainability. We're doing no-buy years because we can't afford to live. Everything that is wrong with the planet is linked back to overconsumption. But I digress. But that's obviously a video for a different time. What I want to talk about is how I'm completing my no-buy year. I actually already started my no-buy year. I just wanted to test the waters before I talked about it. Oh, she's gonna hit the camera. Cora. She always wants to play whenever I'm filming. Let me go back. She always wants to do that too. With my low buy year, there's a few categories or areas that I'm hoping to attempt. So let's talk about it. I think the first one is books, since I already talked about. I can't get her to stop squeaking. I'm sorry, we're just gonna have to deal with it. Book buying is a huge thing for me, and I actually own a lot more books that are not read versus read, because I usually get rid of them if I didn't like the book. I'm gonna continue to still use the library, but I have so many unread books, it's embarrassing. It's like when people come over and they look at a book and they're just like, oh yeah, I read, and I'm like, oh yeah, haven't read that one yet. If I go on a trip, I have a tradition where I go to a local bookstore wherever I am and I buy a book. And I'm going to continue that tradition because it's fun and I have some books from different countries, which is really cool. I'm going to continue that. So yeah. Oh no, madam, you are not. That is your blanket to sleep with, not to play with. Interestingly enough, a lot of the books that I read last year were at the library. So that kind of put things into perspective for me because I realized that there are a lot of books at the library that I can get. Like, I don't need to buy them because the worst thing ever is buying a book that you know people love and then you freaking hated it and then you just wasted money on it. Thrifting, so more specifically clothing, because I usually thrift clothes. I am not buying clothes this year, with a few exceptions, unless I need to directly replace something that I use all the time and it is not repairable. And I truly think this is wearing the clothes that I already have, and how can I wear them in new and interesting ways. By kind of limiting myself just a little bit, I think it'll really help me to decide, okay, I do actually really like wearing this piece of clothing or this type of clothing, or I really don't. I look very outdoorsy, but I also work for an outdoor organization, so you know, it works. At the end of the day, I don't have the energy to be fashionable. I like fashion, don't get me wrong, and it comes up in moments, especially when I'm hyper fixating, but for it to be this front and center of my life, I don't have time for that. Like, I'm just trying to survive at the end of the day, and I can't keep up with all these like micro trends. I want to talk about minimalism. This is a hot topic. I feel like minimalism is coming back. I have talked about minimalism in the past. If you don't know this, you must be new. So you can follow along. You know what to do. One of the ways that people can kind of get a control on their life is minimalism. But that's really what it is. Like, once you can kind of understand that you need control on a certain area of your life because it is out of control, people kind of result to practices like minimalism. What are you chewing on? Minimalism is an extreme, right? It's the other side of over consuming. And the reason why I think minimalism has been popular for as long as it has and why it's coming back is because it's allowed people to kind of create these rules so that they can get a control on their life. And usually that is from overspending, over consuming, and maybe like mentally cluttered. It makes sense why I'm gravitating back towards minimalism, because I have felt my life, my control on stuff kind of slipping a little bit. But minimalism is not the ultimate solution. Therapy is. I have started to sell items that I own kind of as like a second job. It's been really fun to sell old clothing items, and then I kind of use that money that I make to use as my money to buy something new. I'm going to try and make my summer wardrobe, so that will be really interesting. I'm not buying fabric this year. I'm saying that this year because I think it's going to take me an entire year to use up all my fabric that I have. I've been collecting so many pieces of fabric, and not even just like going to the store and buying them. I've either thrifted them or it's old clothes that I'm like, I love this fabric, but I hate this clothing piece. I want to make it into something else, or old bed sheets. I have antique quilts from my family members. I've brought back bed sheets from my grandma's house. Like, I really haven't spent a lot of money on fabric, but I've consumed a lot of fabric. And I'm like, this is potential for gifts. It's potential for new clothing items. There's no reason for me to go and buy any fabric right now. During Black Friday, I bought my first 2 sets of like expensive fabric, and I sewed my first 2 clothing pieces, and well, they weren't perfect. I was a little too confident in my skills, and I should have made the clothing on like practice work first and not this like really expensive fabric. I
don't want to buy candles anymore. I'm starting to learn more about the health effects of them. I don't have a lot of candles, but I have enough for the year. Yeah, I don't need another candle this year, so I'm not buying any. I'm actually going to chill on the skincare. I'm not a big skincare person, actually. I've been making my own body lotion for a few years now. I just started to make my own face lotion. That was fun. Yeah, it's incredible to like be able to make stuff from scratch and know that you are saving you and your family money. I really love that feeling. Again, I'm not gonna get too into minimalism in this video, but it has allowed more time in my life to do those things. Let's talk about the area that I really struggled with since starting this no-buy year. Me and Lucas are so bad at eating out, you guys. I will take any tips on meal prepping, specifically when you are not in the mood to meal prep. The only week that I ever have energy or like want to cook is my ovulation week. That's it. So any tips that you got, I will take it, because I don't have any. I have no tips on how to save money with eating out, because there's just so many good food restaurants in Las Vegas. Like, the food scene here is phenomenal. If you're a foodie, move here. If you have a problem like me with eating out, move away. Move far away. That's all I have for you today. Look at this setup. I'm really impressed with this setup, honestly. I've been staring at the viewfinder this whole video because I've just been looking at the lights right here. So pretty. Anyways, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video. Toodaloo.